The story of Demon King Daimao is about Akuto Sai, an orphan who transfers into Constant Magic Academy, hoping to someday become a high priest for the benefit of society. He meets Junko Hattori, who shares the same vision as him of making the world a better place. However, in the school, a surprise awaits Akuto as he is told in a prophecy that his future occupation will be a demon king. As a result, the entire student body becomes terrified and paranoid of him as word of his destiny spreads. The school begins to fear him. After his introduction in class reaches a zealous climax, a fellow student Hiroshi Miwa looks up to him, while the rest of the class becomes even more terrified. Eventually, Akuto slips up when he volunteers for cleaning duty, which is slang in the academy for becoming a cleaner, an assassin that maintains the school's secrets. This infuriates Junko, who challenges him to a duel that ends with Akuto accidentally destroying the classroom in a magical explosion. His later attempts to reconcile with Junko at her dorm again launch her into a murderous frenzy, resulting in a chase through the woods. There, Akuto runs into Kina Soga. She resolves to protect him for personal, though unspecified reasons. She is unable to do so, and Akuto again ends the fight with another freak explosion. Immediately after, he is greeted by Kuron. Akuto meets with the principal of the academy with Kuron, whom the principal ordered to stay with Akuto as a bodyguard and a judge of whether or not he will truly become a demon king. Akuto meets with Fujiko Ito the following day, who pledges to help him despite his destiny. She later recommends that they meet in secret in the mountains behind the school, and instructs him on how to disable Kuron, but they were attacked by a demon dog, an animal mutated by mana. Akuto is able to absorb the creature's mana and return it to a puppy, a feat that astounds Kuron. The puppy picks up Kina's scent, whose ability to become invisible is revealed. After deactivating Kuron, Akuto met with Fujiko in the mountain, where she asked him to join the school's disciplinary committee to help clear his name. As an emergency way to reconcile with Junko, she also gives him a two-shot magical gun that fires medicinal tablets, which she claims will allow the two people shot by it to understand each other's feelings. On the way back, he is tackled by Kina, still fleeing from the puppy, and is rendered visible and exposed in clear view of the now reactivated Kuron. In exchange for testifying to Kuron that Akuto did not try to molest her, Kina requests his friendship, which he agrees to. At the end, Fujiko is shown contacting Junko, falsely claiming that Akuto had threatened her. Fujiko then enters a secret passage in her room, where she converses with her brother's severed head about her plans for Akuto. During a late-night soak in the male bathhouse, Hiroshi informs Akuto about the school's underground, and mentions that Junko gained her popularity at the school by fighting this underground. As Fujiko arranges a meeting between Akuto and Junko the following afternoon, Akuto meets with the student council with regard to his application for being the disciplinary committee's representative. Akuto has to deal with Kuron in order to meet with Junko, and decides the only way to ensure she is out of the way is by pulling her tail again, which leads to a misunderstanding until Kina interrupts to dump her rice cooker on Akuto, since she was banned from keeping it in her room as a gesture. The meeting with Junko turns out to be an ambush by members of the underground, and Akuto swiftly beats them, only for Junko to appear when the dust settles. Mistaking the act as a wrongdoing, she publicly calls Akuto out for punitive justice, and together with a large crowd of students, chase Akuto. Kina intervenes at the last moment before Junko can complete her punitive justice. Junko admits that the situation got out of hand and that she was partly responsible for the misunderstanding that prompted the mob to come after Akuto, only to have the mob call her out for turning back to Akuto's side. Kuron saves the situation by showering the angry mob of students in medicated rice.